kind of slanted down a little right here. So one of the pieces came off of it, so I'm gonna have to hook it back together and get it leveled up again. Alright, so I already took the front off. In order to take the front off, you gotta press that little thing in and pull the cover forward towards you on the side, and then you'll get to the good stuff. Now here, you see this metal piece right here? There's one right here that goes and holds that in place. There's another one right here that goes and holds it in place. Now in the back, there's a broken piece in the back. Now you can see it on the little metal rod ran away in the back. I'll show you too once I open the top. But I think it has came off the top right here. Excuse because it's dirty, but I'm gonna clean all this up. So I'll be right with you. Let me go ahead and get these open and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, as you see, in order to take this top cover off, you're gonna have to take that little bolt or screw right there and that little screw right there out. And you should be able to pop the top cover up. The screw itself is, I don't know if you see it or not, but it's 1/4 millimeter or 1/4. Alright, so that's what you need. Again, as you see how this thing is leaning towards back. I need to even these out like that. Alright, so let me take these off and I'll show you what's underneath it. Once you pop the cover open, this is what you're gonna come to. This wire right here is right here coming up. You want to make sure you don't yank that out unless you know how to fix it, but I sure don't. So I'm gonna try to move it and put it on top of the washer. Just flip the door over so I can get to this. Right? Well, probably gonna have to take this wire out, take that connector off, take all of these wires, disconnect it from whatever is being connected in order to take this cover off. And once I get the cover off, I'm gonna have to take these yellow, whatever you call those things, balancing stuff on both ends to bring this drum forward, because the piece in the back, that's this little rod right here that goes in here. The piece in the back is broke off top, and this thing right here is literally hitting the ground or the floor. So I'm gonna have to move these forward and get it so I can get to it. Alright, so the piece that broke off of it is down there, and the one that broke off is the little notch looking thing right here that's broke off of these. So I'm gonna have to get me a new one. Alright, so let me see what I can come up with in order to get these out. Alright, so you could remove the lead by pressing this little notch right there. You press that down and push up, and this will pop out from the top of the lead, and you just twist it over, go like that, push it from the bottom, and it'll release your lead. So this is the dryer, the washer. Now the suspension spring I finally figured out what they call it. Has broken off down there somewhere. Down here in the back, right there. So I'm gonna have to order a new one, basically. Let's see if you could see it in this one. Let me flash the light. You see that little rod looking thing right there? You see that? With a little web on it. Well, that on this side, it's broken off. So I'm gonna have to take that out, get a new one, and replace it. But in order for me to get to that, well, right now it's broken, so I don't have to worry about get to it. But in order for me to replace it, I'm gonna have to get to it by removing this panel, which is already loose, and this right here, what is gonna go on to. So see how this one is? This one's missing. So let's see what we come up with. That's my dog. Alright, the best thing to do is go ahead and remove this water line from here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all these connections, because I don't want to pull any of the wires off. In order for me to pull the boosting or the spring balancing, whatever you call that thing, out, I'm gonna need more room. So I'm gonna have to take all these wires out, take all these bolts off, and to remove these parts so I don't get to it. And, what's happening is, it's in my hand. I don't know if you can see it in there or not, but it's right here. But so here's the part that I could grab from top, but in order for me to get it out, I gotta come down here and take it loose. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but I don't think I have enough room to put my hand through here. Well, I could try. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot first and see what happens. If not, then I'm gonna have to remove everything up on the top so I could get to it. Alright. Alright. With a little help with flathead screwdriver, what I did is I reached and pressed at one of these sides real hard. Almost got my finger, and it came loose. So this is what it is. What needs to be replaced? This right here. As you see, it has broken off a top. I might not, I don't know. It looks like it is. I want to see if I could put it back on and see if it'll hold. Alright, I'm right with you. Alright, so as you see, this right here has broken off. See that? So it's supposed to go like, hold on. So it's supposed to go like that. Well, something like, yeah, like that. And it'll hold it up against it, just like this. So this, that, and that. It's this, that, and the rod is being held by these two. The rod is being held by these two on here, and it goes down just like that. Get it? So this and that is the key that holds these up on here. And so I gotta go get these tomorrow from the appliances place, and we will resume the rest of it tomorrow. Alright guys, so I got the piece from the appliance store. Not Home Depot, not store like that, but actual appliance store where they sell parts for appliances. And as you see, it's a GE because my washer is GE. That's the number. When you go get this part, make sure you get your model number and all. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on. It was about 37 something dollars, so under 40 bucks. Brand new GE part. So let me see if I can find a way to hook this up and see if I could show it to you on the video of how to. Alright, catch you in a little bit. Alright, so when you put it in, for the back side, just slide this down like so. So we gotta put it in this hole. So that little opening needs to go with this little opening right here. So what you're gonna do is bring this up, put this in, and this notch right here gotta go in this. There's a little notch thing somewhere out here. Oh, maybe not. So basically you just gotta go in. Okay. So that notch needs to go into that notch, and it just sits in just like that. Alright, so that's how this hits. Now the bottom part needs to go on the drum itself, which is going to be a little bit complicated because it's kind of hard to see on the back side. So let me get my flashlight ready and see if you can find a way to do it. Alright, so the back part, so we got this done. Oh, this is the front side, okay, so but this is what we did on the back side. We got that done, as you see. Now this is the hard part right here. This right here, what I gotta do in here, I gotta do it in the back. I come to find out there, for some reason, the front are yellow and the back ones are black. And the guy at the appliance store, he didn't even know the reason behind it. But if this is the type of machine you got, make sure the fronts are yellow, the backs are red. Alright, so let me see if I can find a way to put this in. I'm gonna put the videos, I'm gonna put the camera down there. Hopefully it'll catch. Hopefully. Okay, I believe I might have to do the bottom first. So hold on. Alright, let's try it again. This time we're gonna do it from the bottom and then do the top. So here you go.
lo bueno que viene acá, porque como si le de gustar,
All right, we're gonna try one more time, but we're gonna try it from the top. I asked one of my buddy, and he said it'd be easier if you do it from the top. So let's try it again. All right, so here we go. So this opening goes on the opposite side of this notch, and this right here will go into that notch. So pull this out as much as you can. Put this in there, like so, and drop this in. Alright, after you're doing that, after you're done doing that portion, according to him, he just lift this up and he should be able to snap that in. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me get my flashlight again. He said lift the drum up, and you see that little white thing needs to go into that little black opening. So here we go. Let me see if I could punch you down there and see what happens. Alright guys, after a whole lot of struggle, finally got it in. Did you see it? What I did was, I still did the bottom first, and somehow, some way, I was managed to put this in here. The only reason I did the bottom first was because I didn't have nobody else in the house right now to help me put this drum up. Like, you literally have to hold this up and hook this in, so you needed more than 2 hands. But it's done, as you see on the bottom. That piece is in there. Let me see if I could bring the light out. You see that? Kind of hard to see, but see where the rod is sticking out of that little metal piece? And that's that rod. Alright. Now, I even took all these out, but then I didn't take the water liner loose, so I didn't completely take it off. So I'm gonna put all the screws together, put everything else back together, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so here we go. Alright, this part is secure. Now it's time to connect all these wires. So let me see if I could put this camera somewhere where you'll be able to see it. Here's the control panel, or whatever you want to call it. The orange goes in here. Black goes on the bottom. This right here goes here. You gotta remember the way you took it out, because you don't want this thing to go kaboom. Normally it just goes one direction anyway, so you don't have to worry about getting to go kaboom. But it's just what I did was I took pictures of them before I took it apart. See, because if you go like that, it will not fit. See how you have to force it? So they only go in one direction. Sometimes you hear the click, sometimes you don't. If you don't hear the click, just make sure you double check it. Then you got ground this to that. Hold on. Yeah, this light's on automatic, so. Alright, so the control panel, or whatever you want to call it, I call it control panel. It's all hooked up except the water line. And that water line goes right here. So make sure it's tight, it's secure in there. Double check all the wires. Make sure you didn't take nothing else out. Check your ground. Alright, so we good on this. Put this back. Like so. The reason I'm not gonna tighten that, because the cover will go here first before I tighten the control panel. Alright, so let me get the cover. Here's the thing that I took out of the cover. Don't forget to put it back on. And before I put the cover up though, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these up a little bit while I got it open. This washer is more than 15 some years old, so let me go ahead and clean it up, then I'll show you how to put the cover back on. Alright, so put the cover up. I'm gonna go ahead and align these so we could go ahead and put the switch back on. As you see, once you got it in there, just pop it in. Should be easy, just like that. You hear the click, you're good to go. Now you just gotta put it together. Yes. You need to move this first. It goes in there like that. This goes in like so. Make sure everything aligns. See right here how it's got opening. flushed in. Obviously not here because I didn't put the screws on. Same thing here. Make sure it's all flushed against it. If it ain't, you gotta make sure you get it right before you do it. So let me go ahead and tighten it up and then I'll come back to you. Alright, so as you see how it's all, the holes are lining up on both sides. It's all flushed in. Next thing you do is reconnect all the wires that you had taken off the drum and off the bottom connections, and put the screws back on, put the cover back on, snap the cover back in, and you should good to go. So I'll be right with you. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. I know it's all messed up here, but hey, like I said, this thing is over 10 to 15 some years old. It still works good, and I don't have to buy any of these fancy soaps, the new ones required. Wait, I don't think they clean as good as the old machine does, but this is it. I'm finna just try it on and see what it does. Alright, till the next video, we'll see what we come up with. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, dislike, leave a comment. I know my videos are not as good as most of the other YouTubers, but hey, I'm just starting out. So hopefully you'll get to see some of the trucking, some of the repair stuff, all in one kind of thing. But till next time, take care.